Hey there, digital marketers. Just because you choose to be a freelancer doesn't mean you are limited in how you get paid. That's one of the big benefits, is the flexibility and options here. Now, there's multiple choices when deciding how to get paid as a freelance digital marketer. I'm gonna go over 4 popular ones that I've used personally in my career. By the way, I'm Rich UX, digital marketing consultant, and over at Rich+Niche.com, me and my team have been helping people just like you transform themselves into freelance digital marketers, and in some cases, digital marketing consultants. But that's enough of that. Let's get started with today's video and talk about payment models. Let me outline this video for you. There's 3 really common models. That's hourly billing, project billing, and retainer-based billing. But there's a new and 4th model emerging. Make sure you stay until the end of the video to find out what that is, because I think it could be career changing for some of you. But let's break down those first 3, the traditional options. Number 1, hourly billing. Most people shy away from this at higher levels, but when you're getting started, hourly billing can be very effective. And the number 1 reason for that is clients can sort of get work done at a smaller dosage. Hey, 4 hours at $75 an hour. Hey, 6 hours at $50 an hour. They can kind of control their spend, and they're gonna be very aware of how much they're spending. Now, when you think about it, why would a client really want to pay per hour? It sort of suggests that the longer you take, the more benefits for you as the freelancer. So what incentive is there for you to complete the job quickly? And I think ideally, both you and your client should find that you are to be rewarded the faster you go, the faster you get the job done. Why would we want to reward a slow effort? We don't. And so I think that's the big downside of hourly billing. But like I said, it's used in very small client engagements. It's used for single deliverables, like, hey, I need to get a web page done. Hey, I need an email copy here. Hey, I need a flyer or a graphic design here. Hey, I need just 1 or 2 videos edited. This is not a big project. I'm gonna give you an hourly rate. Let me know how much that turns out to be. I'll pay you and we're done. You might not even have a contract, right? You might not even have like a big project scope. So this is really used in more casual relationships and smaller oriented projects. Now, speaking of projects, that is the second payment model, project-based billing. And of course, this is going to be a predetermined amount where you work with your client to say, here's the deliverables you've requested, and here is the total amount of money I'm going to charge you to complete all of those deliverables. So it has nothing to do with time anymore. And now you're going to be rewarded for your speed, because if you can complete this quickly, it's not going to take a lot of time, and you're still going to get paid the full amount for the project. Clients, they like this because they understand the scope, they understand what they requested, there's no fluff, there's no wasted time. At the end of the day, at the specified timeline, they're gonna get what they requested, and they know how much they spent. And I think in a project sense, they get a good sense of how much ROI they could potentially get from this project. So if I set up a brand new website for $5,000, how much money can that website lead me over the year? Maybe 50,000, maybe 200,000. So, looking at a 10 to 40x ROI. If I get, 10 videos produced, edited, uploaded to YouTube, managed, each video, costing approximately $200-300, looking at $2,000 to $3,000 for that 10 video project. How much traffic can I generate from those videos? How many rankings will I get? How many leads can I generate through those videos? And how many sales will likely come from those leads? So the client can sort of do some math in their head. And unlike hourly, if the hours get a little too high, they're not going to be able to get that same ROI. With project-based pricing, They're gonna say, I know how much this cost me, I know what I'm gonna get. Now, of course, the better you are, the faster you are, the higher quality of deliverables you offer, the higher you can charge for your projects. It has nothing to do with time. It has everything to do with your skill and your ability to deliver what the client wants. So I think project-based is great. I think most people should be working on project-based because I think it's clear between both the freelancer and the client what's gonna be done. I think it's nice to have an endpoint. Even if you want to do more projects, it's better to separate them, complete them, and then start a new one. And you're going to see in the third third payment model why that's a benefit. And that third model is retainer-based billing. So unlike a project that has sort of a start and end point, maybe 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, retainer-based billing is going to be sort of on a monthly or quarterly basis. Now, the obvious reason a freelancer would want this is because it has a recurring sense of income. You can kind of create your lifestyle around a certain amount of money that you're making every month. Say you have 3 clients on $4,000 retainers. That's going to be $12,000 a month in revenue minus your costs, taxes, etc. You're going to say, well, I've got a lifestyle around $8,000 here. I can save a little bit, invest a little bit, and live a great life. And I think, a lot of freelancers aspire to this sort of retainer-based billing model, and certainly I have as well. And I think that if you do anything related to content marketing or traffic driving services, YouTube videos, Instagram content, article writing, SEO link back building. I think that retainers is good because the client always wants more. They need more. They really can't stop. That's one of the best reasons to be involved in content marketing is it never really ends. And clients are aware of that, and that's a big portion of their budget these days. So I think if you like the idea of a recurring retainer-based billing model, I would go more into content-related services as opposed to say like funnel building, website design. Those are definitely going to be project-based, and that's fine. You might be really good at getting new clients. You might find clients who want to create new funnels on a regular basis. You might have clients who have clients and they're going to refer you business. So I think that's kind of where it splits. If you're developing sort of a page, a funnel, better go with a project. If you're doing content, traffic, maybe go for retainer based. Now, I know you've been waiting for the fourth model, and I think this model is really important. It's emerging, and I'm going to explain to you why that is. And that's simply the performance-based payment model. Now, I know there's some freelancers out there who are going to hate this idea because it really puts the onus on the freelancer to be good. And perhaps when you're just starting out, you can't take advantage of this model. You have to go for some sort of hourly or project because you're not going to want to do endless projects and never get paid. But the truth is, if you're never getting paid, it might suggest you're not driving any real results. Now, that's kind of the good thing about content marketing and those retainers. If you produce the content, that is the result the client requested. You cannot be necessarily in control of how many people watch a video, how viral a video goes, how many times an article gets read. You just have to produce that content. But let's talk about another area in digital marketing that's really popular. That's lead generation. So it's kind of like the next step after traffic generation. It's kind of the next step after building the funnel. It's actually acquiring the client data. So it's lead generation, demand generation. It's about getting calls booked on the schedule. And what do all those lead to? Well, at some conversion rate, those are going to lead to sales. If I get 100 leads, I'm going to get 5 sales. If I get 10 booked calls, I'm going to get 2 sales or 2 new acquisitions. So performance-based payment models are becoming really popular because for 2 real reasons. One, the client is extremely excited that they really only have to pay for the actual result they want. Now, so few people are capable of generating business results like sales. And I think that's what makes the full stack digital marketer so powerful, is you can not only create content, the funnels, but you can build systems that literally put sales on the books. You can build systems that lead to calls being booked for the client. If there's some sort of service provider, you can do the full gamut of marketing and sales, and that's very powerful. And so I think in the past, clients, they felt like, well, I've got to hire a content person. I've got to hire a video editor. I've got to hire a social media manager. I've got to hire this specific niche marketer. And so they struggle to kind of realize that it can be done by one person, first of all. And there is a skill set out there that leads to real business results. And that's really the demand generation marketer, the lead and sales generation marketer. And that's really what we teach. So clients are excited that there's someone out there that could actually generate the result they want. Because at the end of the day, they don't really want the content. They don't really want the leads even. They don't even want the calls. They want the sales. And the more of that process you're capable of completing for them, the happier they're going to be, the more you're going to get paid. And then if you're working with a client, whether it's a lawyer, a doctor, a medical clinic, chiropractor, beauty, laser, these types of things, or you're working with a coach, consultant, some of these people charge $10,000 minimum for their services. If you're able to bring clients in, you're going to be able to request a commission of $2,000, $3,000 per sale. So sure, maybe you don't get paid occasionally, but if you're able to bring results, my goodness, you're going to be able to generate thousands and thousands of dollars in basically what are called commissions, right? And that's what performance-based pay is that the client, the freelancer, are in a performance-based relationship. The client only pays for what they actually want, which makes them so happy. And the freelancer only gets paid when they bring actual results, which is value-driven, right? That's really what you should aspire to. And the second reason that makes this model so popular and emerging more than ever right now is as the cost of advertising on Facebook and Instagram goes up, as the challenge of reaching decision makers through advertising goes up, as the competition of SEO goes up, freelancers, agencies, consultants, they're looking for more effective client acquisition models. And what's really popular these days is cold email outreach. Not only is it free, not only can it be personalized and both scalable, I think that people are looking for effective ways to make their cold outreach effective. And the most obvious way to improve your results as a cold email outreach lead acquisition person or business is to have a wonderful grand slam winning offer. And I think that if you're reaching out to people, offering a performance-based service is going to be a lot more enticing to people than hiding your pricing, hiding your packages. Like, you're never going to send a cold email and say, hey, I sell, $4,000 marketing packages. You're going to say, I offer these benefits. I offer these results. Get on a call with me and I'll reveal the price on the call. You might not say that, but that's what you would do. Whereas if you're in a performance-based business model, I think you can come out right in front and say that that's my offer. It's like, are you interested in having a performance-based marketer work for you risk-free? Let's get on a call and talk about partnering up here. And I think that a lot of businesses are going to be fascinated and intrigued by that kind of cold email. So something I teach my lab students where we transform people into freelancers in 24 weeks is, why not think about the perfect cold email and work backwards into the service? And when you think about that perfect cold email, a Grand Slam offer is needed. And so if you can make it a performance-based offer, how do you build a service that's performance-based yet isn't so intensive such that if you did all this work, you might not get paid? So we try and teach our students to craft offers that are a little bit more low intensity, but very highly to bring a result, a specific result. And so that all works really cohesively. It synergizes both with the client needs and how the freelancer can create a model that's effective for them. So guys, that's pretty much it for the 4 payment models for freelance digital marketers. If you've got a question for me about these payment models, go ahead and leave that in the comments. I'll be happy to answer that. If you didn't give this video a like by now, it's probably a good time to do that. If you appreciate this content, let us know that you like it so we can create more for you. And go on over to richandniche.com, check out our digital marketing masterclass if that's something you're interested in, building those marketing skills on funnels, advertising, content, and website building. And if you liked what I said about payment models, maybe you're ready to become a freelancer this year. We have a transformational lab program. You can read all about that on our website at richandniche.com. That's it for me today. Glad to be back making videos again on YouTube. It's been a bit of a break as I transitioned from the West to the East, now based in Belgrade, Serbia, in Eastern Europe, and going to be producing a lot more content for you guys. So make sure you're subscribed. Don't miss another video, and we'll see you next time.